On Netflix, I caught the series Love.
Oh, yeah.
By Judd Apatow.
Mm-hmm.
At first I thought, and Justin, if you want to jump in voice-wise, you know how I do.
Yeah,
you can jump in anytime. So, at first I was like, okay, maybe Judd's painting another picture of the guy. Maybe he's trying to strengthen the women. But if you look at, I forgot the name of the movie, Katherine Heigl and Seth Rogen.
Knocked Up.
Knocked Up. So he plays like a loser who's trying to climb.
Yeah.
Trying to climb his way up. Oh, okay, I can dig it, Judd. They're pot smokers. Sure. Mm-hmm. I get it. You get into the movie. I am on point. I'm sharp as a tool tonight. Where the guy chases after his girlfriend in Hawaii.
Oh, fuck. I know which one you're talking about. It's
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
There you go. Thank you, Justin. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Guy's kind of like, I do scores, musical scores, and I'm also in vampire puppet plays.
Right.
The fuck is that? And then now I watched the series Love season 1 and 2.
You saw both of them?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Season 1 in the Philippines because there's so much vibrant things to do in a jungle country. But now I'm watching. It's like, Judd, you're kind of painting this goddamn picture like guys now are losers. And they need to be saved by women. And all this fucking Lena Dunham shit on HBO. It's like, it's wrong for us males to say, I don't want to see a fat bitch on TV. We have the right to say that as much as she has the right to be on TV.
Yeah. But as far as them being losers and whatnot, is that kind of just more of an image of the millennial thing that we've been discussing lately with they live at home and they're not doing they're not working or whatever.
That's exactly it. But I'm not worried about the group, all four of us, Justin, who's off camera. I'm not worried about this group because we all collab together and we're like-minded. I'm worried about the people who won't get it. They'll just be literal about it.
Yeah.
Because keep in mind, in our time, there were already people who kind of like got triggered by it, and then that became their perception.
Yeah.
Us four, we're good. We know that, okay, that's that character. But to the masses where there's a lot of dum-dums, then that portrays the male stigma that way. Like we're a stigma.
I think Judd Apatow is just copying the basic sitcom formula from back in the day, where you will see the male character be the buffoon. And we saw it largely with fathers, such as like Al Bundy and Married with Children. Or if you want to say the guy from The Honeymooners, the dad for that, Archie Bunker, Homer Simpson. Like there's always like the type of reflection that like the breadwinner is also the dumbass. They're not intelligently coherent.
I almost feel that as more like escapism.
Yeah.
But with Judd, it's so much more consistent.
Yeah.
Like Howard Hughes, okay, the long duck dong thing, you know what? I get it. There were some nerdy ass fucking Asians. That's why the Asian gangsters went uber hard. They thought they were like Eminem. They had to go hard to disprove that.
Right.
And
street cred.
Right. Or something. I'll kill someone under a pool table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the one thing that I'm worried about is the people who don't understand things, and then it's going to bring the male species down. Either it makes it acceptable, or it makes this fucking Beyonce Lemonade era now, where it's like I am woman too much.
I think we're living in that right now.
Right, but the whole point of the I am woman is equality, right?
Yeah.
So now they're being new money. So now I understand the phase where it's like, oh, I'm gonna be inherently so radical, then it's gonna taper off, and then hopefully equality. But the thing is, because we are about this radio show with the digital age, then you're gonna have to worry about that because now the perception might be set. Where are the strong male figures? And I love Judd Apatow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's just now it's starting to look like that's the perception that's given of the male. Let's even remove the race.
Well, I think that's just, you got to also kind of say, okay, Judd Apatow, what is he doing? He's doing more comedy-centric material.
Sure.
So, and he's using a lot of the same guys. So you're going to see Seth Rogen and
Will Ferrell.
Yeah, or whatever. And it's like, okay, I guess my point is, how literal can you take it? I mean, there's a lot of dum-dums we talked about. Right. But, like you said, there are a lot of dum-dums out there. But, wow. Is it going too far to think that they are going to be taking it that literally?
I think as culturalists, and you are setting a pace of thought, right? Someone like Judd Apatow, is that fair that he could be that influential, where he could set the pace of thought? Because look at what the show Girls has done.
Yeah.
Or what about hip hop culture? Is that kind of like, like with all the characters and all the, get money and all that shit? Like, is that perpetuating the lifestyle, or, the culture is going to be just kind of going in that direction? That's it.
I think their era of hip hop, as I pointed to the camera, producer camera op, Justin's on the other side and Zach's on my right.
Yeah.
It's a reset. It's a reborn hip hop. So I think what you're talking about is our time.
Yeah.
That lifestyle. Almost all music is now turn up.
Uh-huh.
EDM, R&B, hip hop, pop. So to answer your question, I think hip hop now is different.
Yeah, it is different. But is that because of what, our generation kind of set up and then perpetuates, like, okay, it's just about get money and all this stuff?
I see what you're saying.
Right.
I think it's a product life cycle. Start, peak, maturation. Our time has matured.
Right.
Their time, fun. Mm-hmm. Fun. Why talk about guns? Fun. Why talk about problems? Gun. No. We're just going to have fun.
Okay.
Party.
Do you follow like Nirvana, right? You know of Kurt Cobain?
I know the story, but I just I never got into them.
Are you aware that like the rock during our time and before us, a lot of it had to do with pain?
Oh yeah.
Right? So a lot of what you guys have now, it's more like adjustment, I feel.
Or what about suppression?
The punk scene.
Yeah.
Absolutely the punk scene. That's the one good thing that hasn't changed.
Yeah. Like Pearl Jam was one of the bands that I listened to. And just to hear like the difference of that and how you don't have that type of vulnerability on the airwaves anymore.
Sure.
Maybe with a few artists, like I'm trying to think of who, maybe Black Keys, but that's not even close to what Pearl Jam was able to say in their songs.
The melody and harmony's happy.
Yeah.
For Black Keys.
Black Keys is just like, okay, like you're losing your mind. You don't know where you're at. It's just like, fucking Eddie Vedder was talking about almost committing suicide because he lost a girl, and it's Black.
Sure.
Like, that song is just so deep, and you're just like, I could relate to that.
Or that Colorado shooting.
Jeremy. That was a dope ass song. Like most of 10. I'm trying to think of other songs like Father, or like, what is it? Don't call me Father. That song.
I haven't listened to Pearl Jam in forever, man.
So long.
But yeah, it's just like the vulnerability that they have. Even Misfits, like the fact that he was able to get away with, I got something to say. I fucked your mother today, and it doesn't matter much to me. It's just like, oh, like you would assume if that song were to come out today, people would take it so literally that they're just like, oh my God, he's raping a baby. It's just like, no, that's how hard he fucked a girl to that point.
Thank you, Zach.
Yeah.
It's taking it literal. Like if Biggie were to say that he's on a boat getting chased by the, CIA, is that literal? Can you not understand that he's being metaphorical?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm worried about, that whole paint a picture about males.
Mm. I mean, it's a valid point. I'm not discrediting it. I guess it's just really, maybe I'm just taking for granted the fact that we understand it as a group, and how far are they going to take it? The people outside that are not as sharp.
I'll give you 2 examples.
Okay.
a Lakers Nation podcast post complaining about the podcast name title.
Right.
There's that one.
Yeah.
He was complaining that this is a Lakers Nation podcast. Why are you talking about Russell Westbrook and James Harden? Here's another example. And I won't rant. I promise, guys. Someone who's visited our website and didn't understand the concept of the podcast.
Yeah.
And then they posted on our Instagram.
Right.
Promo flyer. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about the likes of Zach and Justin who went to school, come from good families, and then, you know, they're standing on their own 2 feet. I'm worried about the masses.
Yeah.
Where it might be painting a picture that for males to not be motivated. And your point is valid, and everyone's point is valid here. I'm just saying I'm worried about that.
Yeah.